When two cultures clash, it's never a seamless affair, especially two cultures that have vastly different ideas on life. In France, this clash has created an identity crisis for the Republic itself. France puts freedom of speech above everything else. It's been a hallmark of their democracy, they say, and for decades this was not a problem because France was a largely homogeneous society, a common religion, a common ethnicity. There was little scope for taking offense. But that's not the case today. France is slowly turning into a melting pot. Every culture, every religion is fighting for its place in this republic. Sometimes this fight turns ugly. Let me tell you one such story. It's about a French teenager who goes by the name Mayla. Starting last year, she unleashed a wave of abuse against Islam. In January, she said, and these are her words, "The Quran is filled with nothing but hate. Islam is a shitty religion." When she wrote this, she was 16 years old. Some of the other stuff she wrote is even more abusive. It is not fit for television, for that matter, not fit for a civilized society. The response she got was even more aggressive. Mayla's lawyer says she received 100,000 hateful messages, 100,000. Some of them threatened to cut her up. Others threatened to behead her. It's truly appalling stuff. The French leadership came to Mayla's defense. This is what President Emmanuel Macron said. The law is clear. We have the right to blaspheme, to criticize, and to caricature religions. So a criminal probe was announced. 13 people were rounded up, all of them between 18 and 35 years of age. The charges? Cyberbullying and death threats. Thursday was day one of their trial. If convicted, they face up to 3 years in jail and $55,000 in fines. But what about Mayla? Her comments were nothing short of hate speech. In fact, there was a legal complaint filed against her, but the investigation was dropped because officials said they had no evidence. Almost 1 year later, she sticks by what she said. Fear is changing sides. That's what she had to say after the first day of trial.
La peur change de camp. Et
fear is changing sides. The more of us who speak out, the stronger we will be. The more powerful we will be in the face of threats and harassment, which will only get worse if we do nothing, if we continue to submit.
Let's get one thing straight. Both sides are wrong here, both sides, but only one side is getting punished. This teenager is hiding behind freedom of speech, just like President Macron is hiding behind the right to blasphemy. But here's the thing about rights. They're not to be misused. Purposely triggering your fellow citizens is not free speech, it is hate speech. France's militant interpretation of its laws is polarizing the country. And don't get me wrong, the death threats are a far bigger crime, yes, and they must be punished. But the problem is the state is addressing only the reaction, not what triggered this reaction. In the long run, it will make things worse, divide the society even more. So what's the solution here? It's fairly simple. Evolve with the changing times. And this is not the France of the 19th or the 20th century. This is a more diverse France. In public, President Macron has praised this diversity. But his country's laws need to keep pace. If France wants a united society, it must create responsible citizens. It must pull up loose cannons who try to disrupt this peace. Like this young woman, Mayla, she's a teenager, probably influenced by her parents or someone in her inner circles. Apparently, she's writing a book too. It's called, "I Am Paying the Price for Your Freedom." Talk about confidence. The kind of confidence that you get when you publicly abuse a religion and get a pat on the back from your president. WION is now available in your country. Download the app now and get all the news on the move.